Nobody, I guess, knows what is going on with John Fetterman, but he's on a really strange path. He apparently went down and met with Donald Trump at Mar-a-Lago, which is already strange, but okay, he's a senator, he's meeting the incoming president, that's one thing. But what has come out of that meeting is really weird and does not make me feel good about Fetterman's future. Trump apparently left the meeting fawning over Fetterman, who he declared fascinating and said, "I couldn't be more impressed. It was a totally fascinating meeting. He's a fascinating man." Was that like your vocabulary word of the day, buddy? There's like, get a thesaurus. Anyway, his wife is lovely. They were both up and I couldn't be more impressed. I don't know what the up means. I don't know. I'm not sure that I want to know. Anyway, he's a common sense person. He's not liberal or conservative. He's just a common sense person, which is beautiful. He really was impressive. And I'm glad I got to speak with him. And he loves Pennsylvania and he loves our country. I mean, he's not liberal, he's not conservative. All that means is he's willing to give the rich what they want. At least in normal DC parlance, that's what it means.
Yes.
You're beyond politics when you think that politics should just keep the people who are already in charge and have all the money in charge and with all the money. Because you're not ideological. You're just willing to accept the continued subjugation of working people. So anyway, before the meeting, Fetterman said, I think that one, he's the president, or he will be officially. And I think it's pretty reasonable that if the president would like to have a conversation or invite someone to have a conversation, to have it. And no one is my gatekeeper. Not the Democrats, not my constituents, not the bounds of common sense or decency. Nothing will limit the crazy things I do. And so I'm sure Donald Trump is looking to peel off a few quote unquote Democrats to allow him to get through the craziest pieces of legislation and also the craziest nominees. Maybe he thinks Fetterman will support Hegseth or Tulsi Gabbard or RFK Jr. Like, Fetterman is definitely being played. I just don't know exactly what the end game for it is. But what do you think?
I'm curious. When all of these people go to Mar-a-Lago to kiss the ring, to try to make concessions, to try and have open lines of communication in, Joe Scarborough and Mika Brzezinski's words, like, are they gonna get anything for their loyalty? Are they gonna get anything for normalizing Donald Trump, right? Like, to your point, of course, this is Trump grooming Fetterman to be a decisive vote to undermine Democrats in the Senate, like he seems very willing to do. And this sort of like wild card little like, I'm not beholden to anyone, I just do what I feel. And it's like, hell yeah, man, like that's cool, except for lives are at stake and like you're an elected official and you ostensibly represent them, but okay, you can't be pinned down. I'll take money from any corporation. And so again, the question is this: did Fetterman go in there and talk about union power, right? Did he, Sean O'Brien this, right? Like Sean O'Brien, we know, has met with Donald Trump, and recently, I'm just gonna shout it out, Hassan did an interview with Sean O'Brien that was actually good. And I was like, okay, Sean O'Brien sounds like he thinks he can get something like that. Those meetings with Trump maybe were gonna be productive. We will see in the next 4 years. I'm not holding my breath, but the extent to which I'm like Sean O'Brien's completely sold out, I don't feel that way as much as maybe I once did. So my question about Fetterman is, what is Trump gonna do for him? And what I mean by that is his constituents, working class people, families, I don't know. Or does he not even represent those people anymore? Sean O'Brien actually represents the Teamsters. John Fetterman represents sweatshirts. Like, so this is the real question, like, and I don't know. It might just be that he gets like some kind of cushy inside track, or when he gets voted out, he'll have some good job. I don't know. He will be the bouncer in Mar-a-Lago one day.
Yeah, maybe. I understand the thing of like wanting to pitch yourself as like independent or whatever, but you campaigned as a thing. Yeah. You didn't campaign as just vote for me, I'm gonna do whatever I want, and if you don't like it, go F yourself. If you wanna be the big alpha, rebel or whatever, then campaign that way. If you wanna be Sinema, Fetterman, if you wanna be I'm just gonna do literally whatever I want. I don't care, and you can all go F yourself. Then why is it that you campaigned as a specific thing? Why the dishonesty? Why the lying? Or the massive shift if you don't want to see it as a lie. But anyway, that's the frustration, and we'll see. Maybe he'll get something. Again, we're gonna be watching day to day. If it happens, it happens. I am pessimistic. When you click the join button and become a tier 2 member, you get access to all of our weekly top 10 lists. What are you waiting for?